Valley's AM 1230 KXO El Centro.
I'm Chris Rose with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. The Eagles rushed for 363 yards on their way to a 40-33 win over the Packers. Aaron Rodgers left early with a rib injury. Mike White threw for 3 scores as the Jets topped the Bears 31-10. Josh Jacobs ran for 229 and a pair of scores, including an 86-yard game-winning touchdown in overtime as the Raiders took care of the Seahawks. The Jags shocked the Ravens 28-27 after Justin Tucker's 67-yard field goal attempt fell just shy as time expired. The Browns rallied to beat the Bucs in overtime. The Chargers used a late 2-point conversion to top the Cards. The Dolphins doubled up the Texans. The Niners shut out the Saints 13-zip. Chiefs beat the Rams 26-10. The Commanders topped the Falcons 19-13. Bengals outlasted the Titans 20-16, and the Panthers overpowered the Broncos. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Did you hear about Taco Bell's apology? Yeah, they apologized for going too far with their breakfast. Like the naked egg taco and chicken biscuit nachos? It was too much. All you need in the morning is tasty, simple food. Like the breakfast crunch wrap. Fluffy eggs, melty cheese, sausage, crispy hash browns, wrapped in a warm tortilla. Or, as some call it, a breakfast crunch thing. Grab one today, only at Taco Bell. At participating U.S. Taco Bell stores during breakfast hours only until 11 a.m. while supplies last. Contact local store for hours and participation, which vary.
We tried Dynovite for gut health and immune support, and after a couple of weeks, our little Gizmo was acting like a puppy again. His coat was shinier, he had a lot less scratching and shedding, and he seemed like his happy old self.
My dog smelled and scratched constantly. We bathed and sprayed her, took her to the vet, but no results. Now, a little Dynovite in her food helps Bella keep her beautiful coat with no scratching or smell.
Get 10% off your next order of Dynovite nutritional supplements for dogs at Dynovite.com.
Happier, healthier with every bite. Over 1 million pets helped with Dynovite.
And it is a beautiful Monday morning, 28th day of November, 2022. Oh, yeah. How you doing? Yeah. Okay. Made it through the weekend, huh? Big 4-day weekend. Yeah. I took off for the most part 4 days and enjoyed it. My big sister is visiting from Michigan, enjoying the weather because it's so much nicer here than it is in Michigan. So, we kind of had fun. And in the newsroom, Gene Brister. Good morning, Gene.
Good morning, Carroll.
Well, I have some bad news. I don't know if you had heard. I don't think I have had a chance to tell you. Our old buddy Joe Higginbottom passed away.
Ah, Joe.
And some people knew him as Joe. Some people knew him as Joe Higgy. Some people knew him as Benny. Some people knew him as Red. I knew him as just a really neat guy, Uncle Joe to my kids, and a really special guy. But Joe was, I think, 95.
95. He lived up in the Oregon area, didn't he?
He had moved up to Oregon. And in his 90s was still riding motorcycles.
Ooh.
So that kind of a dude.
Yeah. Still riding.
Yeah. And Joe, what a lot of people didn't know, Joe joined the Marines during World War II when he was 15. And was in pretty much every major South Pacific battle from that point on.
Wow. So, did not know that.
Yeah.
Does he still have family here?
He still has family here, yes. Yeah, and we'll be talking to some of them. And anyway.
Sorry to hear about that.
You and I both have ridden with Joe Higginbottom and
yes,
in the desert.
Yes, his red hair was always easy to keep track of.
Yes, even underneath the helmet.
Yeah.
Okay. So did you have a good Thanksgiving?
Quiet.
Okay,
Quiet.
yes.
How about you?
Nice and quiet, the way I like it.
Mm-hmm.
And I put a prime rib roast on the rotisserie on the barbecue.
Mm-hmm.
Came out perfect. Got lucky. I'd never done one before.
And so you just put it on and walked away.
Pretty much, yeah. I'd check it every once in a while, but... that's one of the neat things about, you put a chicken or something on the rotisserie and just let it cook.
Yeah, they even have monitors now to tell you the core temperature and all of that. You can have it go to your cell phone.
Yep, makes it easy. How about some birthdays today?
How about?
Okay, our big shot birthdays. Motown Records founder Berry Gordy Jr. is 93. Bruce Chanel, Hey Baby, singer-songwriter, is 82. Singer Randy Newman, he that wrote Short People is 79. Musician Paul Schaefer of The Late Show with David Letterman, 73. Actor Ed Harris, 72. Actor S. Epatha Merkerson is 70. Other birthdays today, actor Judd Nelson, 63. Wasn't he one of the Brat Pack? Actor Jane Sibbett is 60. Comedian Jon Stewart, 60. Actor Gracel Beauvais is 56. And let's see, actor Ryan Quanten, 46. Actor Amy Garcia, 44. And let's see, actor Mary Elizabeth Winstead is 38. Actor Scarlett Pomers, 34. Local birthdays, are you ready?
I'm ready, coming up.
Got them. We have happy birthday wishes going out today to Alfredo Guzman, Eva Morencia, Kendall Shields, Connor Wyatt, Natalia Nero, Jose Contreras, Eva Villegas, Nicole Valadez, Richard Gonzalez, Nina Hernandez, Andres Villagomez, Liz Gonzalez, Steve Solis, Felipe Vega, Nicole Trujillo, Chance McLeese and Colin McLeese, and Rachel Pena. Happy birthday from KXO. Okie dokie.
Okay.
Well, there is a cat in the United Kingdom that has been named the world's oldest living of its kind.
You said a cat?
Cat, yeah.
Okay.
Flossie is almost 27 years old. That's about 120 human years.
Yeah, what about cat years? Is there a difference?
I don't know.
Between dog years and cat years?
I don't know. But the cat, maybe, 27 years old, still has that look of contempt for everyone else in the room.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a cat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That look.
Okay. Oh, and by the way, I want to salute Chris. Okay. Friday night, Pam and my sister were out in my car, had a blowout.
Mm-hmm.
And it was right there by Pep Boys in El Centro. Pulled into Pep Boys, and Chris at Pep Boys took care of them. Great guy, great service. And so we just want to salute Chris at Pep Boys. Service writer. And
well, here you go, Chris.
Nice guy.
Salute.
Yes. Okay. So it in many ways, a rather eventful weekend.
So when do you get the tire back on the rim?
Oh, it's so much fun driving around on the donut spare, right?
Yeah, and you're kind of tipped over to one side.
Yes.
The world is kind of leaning.
Got to be real careful if you have a cup of coffee in the car with you.
Yes.
Yes. You have a slanted view of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Very slanted.
Yes. So we've got news and other good stuff.
Yeah, we even have a high-speed pursuit
okay.
in the news. That's something we don't hear much about, and that's okay. I'm not complaining.
Yeah, and we're going to jump in right now with a look at World in California news headlines, brought to you this morning by your friends in the business, Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. Lock, they are your year-round comfort specialist.
CBS News Brief. A court hearing's underway in Buffalo, New York, where the 19-year-old suspect in May's deadly supermarket shooting is expected to plead guilty. John Elmore represents families of some of the victims.
When you look at the number of people that were killed cold-blooded, the defense lawyers don't have a lot of chips to play. This may be the only card that they have in their hand in pleading for his life.
Almost everyone in Houston's been advised to boil their tap water before they drink it after an outage at a purification plant. The city's water director, Yvonne Williams-Forrest.
The boil water notice is out of an abundance of caution because the system lost pressure below the regulatory requirement.
World's largest active volcano, Hawaii's Mauna Loa, has begun to erupt for the first time in almost 4 decades. Civil Defense Administrator Talmadge Magno.
I feel the county is ready, and worst case scenario, our shelters are ready.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news: return to life post-Thanksgiving weekend means the spread of more illness like COVID, the flu, and RSV. Dr. Alok Patel at Stanford Children's Health.
We need to normalize and praise staying home if you have any cold and flu symptoms. We hosted a Thanksgiving, a Friendsgiving, and the winners were the couple who stayed home because they were sick. That is what we all need to be doing.
Half of U.S. states reportedly experiencing high or very high flu-like activity. Congressman Adam Schiff says the January 6th committee will decide what goes into its final report in what he calls a collaborative manner.
We are discussing as a committee among the members what belongs in the body of the report, what belongs in the appendices of the report, what is beyond the scope of our investigation.
On CNN State of the Union, the California Democrat dismissed a claim in the Washington Post that the report would focus entirely on former President Trump, saying he hopes the report will be as broad and inclusive as possible. Cold weather alert in effect for Southern California. Wind chill temperatures will drop below freezing today in the Antelope Valley and Santa Clarita Valley. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. For repair, for replacement, call the experts. Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
God, I'm so stressed about my business not being ready for the holidays. Ooma. What is that? Meditation?
I'm recommending the Ooma cloud phone system with auto attendant and more than 35 features.
Ooma?
Yep. Switching to Ooma is a cinch. Starts at $19.95 per month per user, plus taxes and fees.
Ooma.
Now you're feeling it. Visit Ooma.com. That's OOMA.com to learn more. Ooma. Smart communications for the smarter business.
Life is uncertain. It's okay to feel stressed, anxious, worried, or frustrated. It's normal. With CalHope's free and secure mental health resources, it's easy to get the help you and your loved ones need when you need it the most. Call our warm line at 833-317-4673 or live chat at calhope.org today.
It's page one of the local news. Page one is a service of El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. 3 locations to serve you at El Centro Motors in the Raleigh Auto Center at Highway 86 and Julia Drive and at the Imperial Valley Mall.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Monday morning, a high-speed pursuit wound through El Centro streets and local highways. A report of a reckless driver was reported shortly after 9 a.m. Saturday in the area of 8th and Stacy in El Centro. The driver was seen northbound on 8th Street. It was a car that had been reported stolen several hours earlier. Police followed the car on city streets with speeds reaching 80 miles per hour and the vehicle driving into oncoming traffic. The driver continued to drive into the city of Imperial and reached speeds of 95 miles an hour and again driving on the opposite side of the road. The car continued on Ayton Road and then onto Old Highway 111, attaining speeds of over 100 miles an hour after going westbound on Interstate 8 and hitting 107 while weaving in and out of traffic. The stolen car came back into El Centro before being stopped in the 200 block of Main Street. The 22-year-old man driving the stolen car was arrested and booked into Imperial County Jail on a variety of charges related to the auto theft and pursuit. Carroll, you want to trade insurance invoices?
Well, no, it was a stolen car, so it doesn't count.
Okay. Woo. Well, 2 drivers were arrested for driving under the influence early Sunday morning in El Centro. El Centro Police Department officers on patrol made the first arrest shortly before 1:30 a.m. Sunday, following a traffic stop in the 400 block of Broadway. The 22-year-old driver of the car was arrested and booked into Imperial County Jail on charges of driving under the influence. A traffic stop at about 1:50 a.m. Sunday resulted in the arrest of a 27-year-old man. Police stopped the driver in the 2700 block of South 4th Street after observing the car weaving in the roadway and then determined the driver was impaired. The man was booked into Imperial County Jail on driving under the influence. KXO News Time, 7:43.
How about the next time you need service on your car? We come to you. Hi, this is Mike Allison for Real Central Motors and Quick Lane. Our mobile service vans are an extension of our dealership service lane. We will come to you for an oil change, filters, brakes, batteries, tire rotation, and so much more. Hey, while your car is just sitting there at work, we'll take care of your service needs, and it doesn't cost any extra. Schedule your appointment now at elcentralmotors.net. El Centro Motors Mobile Service Vans. What a great idea.
Continuing with more local news, the National Weather Service says you should expect some minor changes in our weather. Dry conditions with near to slightly below normal temperatures will prevail through the weekend. Late Monday or early Tuesday, there will be another round of breezy winds with a slight chance of temperatures dropping near freezing by early Wednesday. Skies will continue to be mostly sunny, and the winds should be in the 10 to 15 mile per hour with gusts up to 25 Monday night and Tuesday. That concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, 3 locations in the Valley. It's Quick Lane. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
It's go time, San Diego. The Black Friday Sell-a-thon is going on now. Our best selection of new Ford inventory is here. It's go time. Now get 1.9% APR for 60 months plus $1,000 retail bonus cash on a 2022 Ford F-150, Explorer, and Escape. The lots are filling up. So that means it's go time. Go to the Black Friday Sell-a-thon at your San Diego County Ford dealer today. Now during the Black Friday Sell-a-thon, get low leases on select 2022 and 2023 Ford vehicles. It's go time. Only at your San Diego County Ford dealer. Hurry in. It all ends November 28th. Not all buyers will qualify for Ford credit financing. 1.9% APR financing for 60 months at $1,748 per month for $1,000 finance regardless of down payment. Program number 21352. Not available on Raptor, Super Crew Tremor, and Super Crew Lightning. Residency restrictions apply. Take new retail delivery from an authorized Ford dealer stock by January 3rd, 2023. See dealer for qualifications and complete details.
And it's page 2 of the local news with weather, all brought to you by the Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991.
Continuing with more local news this morning, a 22-year-old man was shot in the leg Saturday afternoon. El Centro police responded to the area of the methadone clinic at 5th and State Streets at about 1:45 p.m. Saturday after receiving reports of a shooting. On arrival, police found a 22-year-old man with a gunshot wound to his leg. Several people in the vicinity of the incident were putting a tourniquet on the man's leg to stop and stem the bleeding. An air ambulance responded and landed on Adams Avenue between 6th and 7th Streets to lifelight the victim to a Riverside County trauma center for treatment. According to witnesses, the suspect was in a blue sedan and was last seen heading westbound on the alley behind the methadone clinic. 9mm casing was found at the scene. Investigators are reviewing surveillance video from numerous sources in the area of the shooting. Well, a portion of Highway 86 was closed for about 9 hours Saturday. Traffic was detoured around the area of Highway 86 and Kalen Road after reports of a utility pole about ready to fall. Imperial Irrigation District line crews were called out at about 11:15 a.m. Saturday after reports that a pole was about to topple, and if it went down, power lines and support cables would drop on the roadway. Traffic was detoured around the intersection for approximately 9 hours while crews replaced the power cable. It's Christmas in Imperial. It's all part of Imperial Market Days and Parade of Lights. Both events will be held, and you mark this down on your calendar, November the 9th. The parade starts at 6 p.m. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
No child in Imperial County should go hungry. This is John Levada for the Imperial Valley Food Bank. Living in a food-insecure home makes it difficult for children to perform efficiently in school and to face the challenges of being a child. I urge you to help these kids. Donate to the Food Bank's Backpack Program. Recipients are children who rely on school meals and risk going hungry on weekends when they're away from school. The IV Food Bank Backpack Program. Donate online at ivfoodbank.org.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
According to the National Weather Service, a fast-moving weather disturbance will move north of the area tomorrow, pulling a decaying cold front. This will result in a brief period of isolated breezy conditions and somewhat cooler temperatures. However, readings should quickly moderate back towards normal levels during the latter half of the week, ahead of the next weather disturbance arriving over the weekend and early next week. 74 our high yesterday, 45 the overnight low. Today will be partly sunny, then gradually becoming sunny with a high near 74. South-southeast wind 5 to 15 miles an hour, becoming west in the afternoon. Tonight mostly clear with a low around 51. West wind 10 to 15 miles an hour with gusts as high as 20 miles an hour. Tuesday, sunny with a high near 70. North-northwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. And right now, we have 50 degrees downtown El Centro, 46% relative humidity. Wind out of the south at 3 miles an hour. Page 2 of the local news brought to you by Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991. Become a hunger warrior. Contact the Imperial Valley Food Bank. Don't worry about a Christmas gift for the family back east, because the Peanut Patch is here. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. A great variety of gift packs that you can ship anywhere in the universe to your friends and loved ones. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. You'll find homemade chocolates. You'll find fresh English toffee made from scratch. Pecan turtles made from scratch. You'll love their yogurt-covered peanuts, raisins, and almonds. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. And again, they have their own post office. They will ship anywhere. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. Now, how do you get there? Well, Google the Peanut Patch in Yuma, and you'll get directions. It's easy, and you're going to love spending some time at the Peanut Patch looking around. Find them on the web, the World Wide Web, thepeanutpatch.com. That's thepeanutpatch.com. It's sports time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. NFL action yesterday. Cowboys, they beat the Giants 28-20. Vikings topped the Patriots 33-26. In overtime, the Browns slipped by the Buccaneers 23-17. Bengals beat the Titans 20-16. Dolphins dumped the Texans 30-15. Jets jumped on the Bears 31-10. Commanders 19, Falcons 13. Panthers, they beat the Broncos 23-10. Jaguars slipped by the Ravens 28-27. Chargers nipped the Cardinals 25-24. In overtime, the Raiders won. They beat the Seahawks 40-34. Chiefs ran past the Rams 26-10. 49ers shut out the Saints 13-0. The Eagles over the Packers 40-33. Monday Night Football tonight on AM 1230. The Steelers and the Colts. We'll start our coverage at 4:30 this afternoon.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer's services, visit pmhd.org today.
NBA action. It was the Nets topping the Trailblazers 111-97. Warriors whipped the Timberwolves 137-114. Clippers clobbered the Pacers 114-100. Heat hammered the Hawks 106-98. It was the Celtics topping the Wizards 130-121. Cavaliers beat the Pistons 102-94. Grizzlies knocked off the Knicks 127-123. 76ers mauled the Magic 133-103. And the Bucks beat the Mavericks 124-115. And the Dallas Mavericks intend to sign veteran guard Kemba Walker to address their glaring need for another creator in Luka Doncic's supporting cast. Dallas will waive reserve point guard Facundo Campazzo and then open up a spot for Walker. And we salute the Palo Verde Yellow Jackets. Palo Verde defeated Fallbrook 33-14, claimed the CIF San Diego Section Division 4 championship as, they last year were Division 5 champions, this year Division 4. Palo Verde will now move on. They will play Muir High School, the Mustangs out of Pasadena. The Pasadena school won their division championship in the CIF Southern section. The 13-1 Yellow Jackets will have the home field advantage after playing on the road throughout their playoff run. 13-1, the only team that beat them, Calexico, in the season opener. That's Sports Time, brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers. Thank you for choosing Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. In today's highly competitive business climate, your company's image is important. The printed materials your company uses conveys a major part of that image. Our graphic designers have the talent and expertise to create a lasting impression for your business. Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers virtually any type of business solution to meet your needs, from business cards and stationery to computer forms, full-color brochures, and posters. Let our excellent service and attention to detail provide the best impression for you. Locally owned and operated, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security. They are a locally owned company protecting you and your property. It's Southwest Security, also offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. U.S. oil prices have hit the lowest level in nearly a year. Gas down 6% in the past month. Oil prices have dropped, showing concerns that protests in China against COVID-19 lockdowns will dent demand. Global oil prices have fallen about 35% since June, as strict coronavirus restrictions in China have kept demand weak. Meanwhile, holiday shopping was solid. Well, it isn't what it used to be, but many Americans still expected to spend big on Black Friday, and they did. Adobe Analytics projected that online sales on Black Friday would be up about 1% from last year. Today, Cyber Monday, means people are still spending money. According to Dollar Tree Finance Chief Jeffrey Davis, shoppers' purchasing behavior appears to be more closely timed to holiday dates. What's happening on the big board? Red across the board. The Dow down 247 points. S&P 500 off 34. The NASDAQ down 90. Gold off $8.10 an ounce. And oil down 77 cents a barrel.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
Today will be partly sunny, then gradually becoming sunny. Look for a high near 74. Southeast wind 5 to 15 miles an hour, becoming west this afternoon with gusts as high as 20 miles an hour. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 51. West wind 10 to 15 miles an hour with gusts as high as 20 miles an hour. Tuesday will be sunny with a high near 70. Northwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. 51 degrees downtown, 46% relative humidity, wind out of the south at about 3 miles an hour. Financial news brought to you by Southwest Security Services, offering 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil in El Centro.
At Burgers and Beer, our customers are like family. Let's hear what a few of them have to say about us.
They have great weekday specials.
I like the friendly environment, the friendly staff, the cold beer, and the best weeks in town.
Burgers and Beer, what I like about Burgers and Beer, the menu, everything on the menu is great. I'm working my way through the menu. My favorite thing right now is the grilled tuna chipotle sandwich. That's what I had yesterday, and it was delicious.
So come and see us and find out for yourself at Burgers and Beer.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro on AM 1230. KXO.
News on the hour, presented by Liberty Mutual Insurance.
I'm Steve Kathan, the white gunman who shot and killed 10 black people at a Buffalo grocery store 6 months ago has just pleaded guilty to murder and terror charges. District Attorney John Flynn on the law enforcement efforts.
I could take all day to talk about what they did in this investigation and how their leadership ensured swift justice. And that is what we got today.
It all means 19-year-old Peyton Gendron will spend the rest of his life in prison. He also faces federal hate crimes charges. In Maryland, it was a harrowing several hours for two people in a small plane that ended up in power lines. They were rescued and sent to hospitals for treatment.
Both patients have been transported from the scene to local area trauma centers with serious injuries.
Fire Chief Scott Goldstein says the plane has since been brought to the ground and work is underway to repair the power lines. Weather caused some issues for holiday travelers heading home yesterday. CBS's Chris Van Cleve at Reagan National Airport.
The lines were very long this morning, but they are moving, and that is a good sign. You know, the airlines knew this storm was coming. They planned for it for days, and were able to avoid the mass cancellations that we saw over the summer. Still, we're talking about thousands of delays.
There's a boil water order in place for more than 2 million people in the Houston area. Yvonne Williams-Forrest is the city's water director, explaining what happens.
We had a power disruption in the facility. And when we saw the pressure alarms, at first we thought it was a main break. Then we became notified that the disruption occurred and they had to restart the facility.
Well, retailers hope Cyber Monday sales will help trigger a strong holiday buying season. Retail analyst Bert Flickinger says deeper discounts may be further down the road for those who can wait.
The longer one waits in December, Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa season for gift giving, the closer one buys to New Year's or right after New Year's, stores, you'll get the best bargains literally in retail history.
Well, CBS's Jim Crisula has more today on a recall of some baby products.
Green Sprouts has recalled more than 10,000 bottles and cups for toddlers. The Asheville, North Carolina-based company has learned that children could be exposed to material containing lead if the base breaks off. There have been 7 reports of that happening, according to the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission.
Wall Street, right now the Dow is down 238 points. The NASDAQ is down about 89 points, and the S&P 500 is down 33. This is CBS News.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance, so you only pay for what you need. Visit libertymutual.com to learn more.
Mornings were made for better things than rheumatoid arthritis or RA. Xeljanz tofacitinib is a pill for adults with moderate to severe RA when tumor necrosis factor blockers did not work well or could not be tolerated. Xeljanz can help relieve joint pain, swelling, and help stop further joint damage. Xeljanz can lower your ability to fight infections. Don't start if you have one. Before and during treatment, your doctor should check for infections like TB and do blood tests. Serious, sometimes fatal infections, cancers including lymphoma and lung, blood clots, serious heart-related events, tears in the stomach or intestines, and allergic reactions have happened. People 50 and older with heart disease risk factors have an increased risk of death. Tell your doctor if you've had hepatitis B or C, have flu-like symptoms, are prone to infections, or have ever had a heart attack, stroke, clot, or other heart problems, or swelling of lips, tongue, throat, or hives. Ask your doctor about prescription Xeljanz. Visit Xeljanz.com or call 1-844-XELJANZ.
A pricey surprise on Broadway.
Hugh Jackman got more than he bargained for during a Music Man fundraiser. The audience went wild when fellow Aussie Nicole Kidman bid $100,000 for the straw hat Jackman wears in the final number. While she's a big supporter of the nonprofit Broadway Cares Equity Fights AIDS, Kidman also gave a rave review.
The show was extraordinary.
Jackman tweeted his thanks. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Hawaii's Mauna Loa, the world's largest active volcano, has started to erupt for the first time in nearly 4 decades. It all began last night in the summit caldera of the volcano on the Big Island. Officials say lava flows have so far been contained and aren't threatening any nearby communities. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
If you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in taxes, please listen to this important message. The IRS is aggressively hiring and quickly ramping up their tax collection team. Act now and protect yourself with a call to Tax Alliance. Don't let the money you owe the IRS keep you up at night and ruin your life. You may be surprised at how much having Tax Alliance on your side can protect you from the IRS collections and help you save thousands on what you owe. Here's what a customer had to say.
Tax Alliance did an amazing job helping me through a quite difficult situation, saving me tens and thousands of dollars that I would have been paying for many years to come.
Tax Alliance is rated A+ with a Better Business Bureau with no consumer complaints. If you owe the IRS at least $10,000 or more in back taxes, have unfiled returns, or have a payment plan and are still frustrated, call Tax Alliance now for a free consultation. 800-577-4976. 800-577-4976. 800-577-4976.
Tax Alliance, your tax resolution solution.
Carroll Buckley.
Everybody's talking about you.
Carroll Buckley.
You're the talk of the town.